What is on top of the deck? What is on top of the deck? Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome to Hunt the Week.
Hello everyone and welcome into the show. Welcome in each and every one of you Planeswalkers out there. All you Timmies, all you Spikes, all you Johnnies, and all you Vorthoses? What's the other one? I feel like I'm missing one. I am your host with the most, your Don John DeMarco, your Goku, or Go Home. And this is Hunt the Week. It is a weekly Magic the Gathering podcast about the Arena Gauntlet League that we all play in and all love so very, very much. This is Player of the Year. Yeah, so Player of the Year Week 1 has come and gone. 8 people have been eliminated this week. 8 people will be eliminated next week. And then 8 people will play in the Mega Draft. So let's go ahead and let's get to it.
Here we go, 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 go. On an adventure, the thingamajigger is up. Go, 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 go.
As I record, this is everyone who's still alive, everyone who's making it to the next round. The people who didn't, we'll talk about later. But this is your Pod E. This is AKR and War of the Spark. Chris P. Joker 4-1. Paul G. the Dragon 4-1. Pierre Marc D 3-2. Jordan MJM Tron 3-2. Richard K. Preacher 3-2. Raphael F. Prudent 3-2. Johnny M. Johnny 3-2. And John P. Goku or Go Home 2-3. That is Amonkhet Remastered and War of the Spark. And then we got Pod F. Daniel G. Frisky Hobbit went 5-0. Congrats, Dan. Dan A. Beatdownbringer 4-1. Evan C. Peas of Crab 3-2. Justin P. Code Pigeon 3-2. Jeremy E. Lorgoy 3-2. Christopher S. Stems 3-2. Sawyer T. Soyboy 3-2. And Miranda L. Black Canary, the Great Watcher 1-4. Just hobbling in there. And this is Player of the Year. And boy, do I not want to talk about it, but we got to talk about it a little bit. The gameplay has been pretty great. I'm really enjoying seeing all the different sets. Each pod kind of has a very different feel to it, a very different vibe, and that's been really fun and really interesting to watch. The games have been pretty great, and the heavy hitters, the names, the pools, the pods, it's all working out very well. There's some problems. There's a lot of problems, actually. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of problems. No one really knows what the rules are. They've flip-flopped on different things. Some rules are gone. Some extra rules are thrown in. No one really knows what's going on. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I'm going to say it's not good. It's really bad, actually. And also, why are we playing sets from like 2 years ago? 3 years ago right now. Kaladesh Dominaria AKR War for your 2023 Player of the Year. I don't know. But we're getting pools. We got new pools coming out at 5, and we got cumulative points, which means that Daniel G at 5-0 is very favored to make, if not win, the Mega Draft already. And Miranda L. Black Canary at 1-4. Very, very hard for her to make the Mega Draft after this round. Yeah, that's it. Again, I don't want to go into it too much. I'll do one of those things where I make a 5 to 10 minute long, really emotionally filled rant, and then I'll work on it, and then I'll just cut it all out at the last minute. I've done that a bunch. I do that all the time. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm doing it because, frankly, Chris York's already getting bent over a barrel on this one, and you know I'm a fan, Chris. I'm not coming after you, but man, the rules on this thing are... I don't even want to discuss it. I don't want to get into it at all because it's a feel bad all around. But there's a tournament happening. There are rules to it. No one, we'll figure them out at some point, I think. But it's been super cool and it's been super fun. I made it. I didn't think I was going to make it. In fact, I barely made it in. But I'm here. I went 2-3. I beat Cody and I beat Ryan. And I lost to Justin, Jordan, and I lost to Jeremy. My good friend Jeremy beat me real bad. Yeah, and I only went 2-3, but I won some games in my losses. Don't let them ever tell you that going losing 2-1 don't matter, because I lost 2-1 twice, and that extra win gave me a 1-game tiebreak over Ryan D, the Slickness, my arch rival, and just barely got in. And I get to play War of the Spark again and Amonkhet Remastered. I actually like both of these sets. I'm really happy I'm not in the other one, because Dominaria seems terrible. Why is it? It should be Dom-U. Dom-U was this year, right? It should be Dom-U, and AKR should be, I don't know, Mom probably. That would be dope. That would be super dope. Again, not getting into it, John. Don't get into it. It's just how it is, and just try to accept it and roll with it, But here we are, 2-3. Unlikely to make the mega draft. Again, I'm behind everybody because we're doing cumulative points. So I'm starting this round 1 game back. So I really need everyone else to lose and me to win. So here in about an hour and 40 minutes when we roll pools, I'm hoping for some good stuff, Adam. Don't do me wrong. And you can never go wrong with our next guest. So let's go ahead and bring them on the show.
It's time to specialize.
That's right. It's been a year since he's been on the show. He's had his own drop forever and ever. And he has a super secret server. That's right. I had the one, the only defending player of the year, Cody Race, on the show. And I haven't talked to Cody like this in a while. And we made a wheel. That's Cody's thing. He's the stipulation guy. He makes wheels with stipulations and he spins them. And you play this weird match that the wheel lands on. So I made a stipulation interview where every question was put on a wheel, and I spun the wheel the whole time to ask him basically every question that wasn't like, hey, how's player of the year going? So go ahead and listen to my interview with Cody now. All right, everyone, join me as I bring on none other than defending player of the year, Cody Race. Cody, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hey, thanks for coming on, Cody. You are the defending champion. It's been a year since you've been on. You haven't been on since you won last year. How's that time been to you? In your year-long reign, how was it?
Pretty good. Liked having my name up there on the server. That was nice. I could put some messages in there, and then like my message is always at the top. Like
Cool.
some fun stuff. I don't know.
You got an emote. I remember you were like, "Don't I get an emote?"
Yeah, the cool dude emote, and people have been using it. I'm like, yeah, nice.
It gets used a lot. Yeah.
It's always cute to see. I'm like, oh shit, my little emote. He's going.
It's hard to get a good one. Yeah, he is going. He's one of the better ones.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't been doing as well in the leagues this year as I had been last year, to be honest. And that may or may not have to do with all the stipulation matches I'm playing.
I was going to ask if there was a reason for that. You are the king of the stipulation.
Yeah, but I think last league I was like 1-8 for stipulations, and like the league before I was just like 5 or 6 losses. I'm like, you know what, maybe there's a correlation, but the stips are fun, so I don't know. I enjoy spinning a wheel, all that stuff.
You gave yourself a handicap, right? You're like, that's it, I'm player of the year, it's too easy. I need to make this harder for myself.
well, I mean, if I'm auto qualified for next year, I mean, it's kind of like I can get a little lazy and creative about it, I guess.
And you love the wheel. We're doing a stip interview, spin the wheel. Well, I have a wheel full of questions, which I'll post a picture of it whenever this goes up. But we're not asking Cody questions. I'm spinning the wheel. Whatever it lands on, that's what he gets asked. And when we run out of time, what we didn't ask, we don't get to it.
Okay.
But before we spin the wheel, we got to talk a little bit about this year's Player of the Year. So we're in Player of the Year. We just played our match, actually. Me and you, same pod. We played our match. How do you like your deck and your cards and Player of the Year? What's your thoughts on what's going on right now?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, I think my deck's a lot of fun. Like, it's another blue-black kind of control, splashing for red for like Nico Bolas and like a Volt Charge or something. It's been good. It's funny when you messaged me for the thing and you were like, or for the chat today, and you were like, by the way, let's just get our match out of the way or whatever, and I'll be sad about it, and then I could talk about it on the PCOI. I'm like, no, dude, whatever. Like, we still haven't played our match. Nothing's set in stone, right? And then yeah, you crushed me. So what can
Oh,
I say?
to say I crushed you is unfair because you had you had mana issues and kind of mulliganed away. We
Yeah,
had one like really pretty good game, and then I gave it that just kind of wasn't really a game. Um,
yeah. The shuffler had your back this time around. That's okay.
it's I tell you that thing's broken, whether it's broken for me or for someone else. There's just something going on with it.
Yeah,
Um,
we should let wizards know. I mean, they should know this kind of stuff, right?
yeah. Oh,
We
could
should
you hear
petition.
that? Thunder
No.
crackled just around my house. Oh my God! Hopefully, don't lose power or anything.
Oh wow, damn, yeah. No, I didn't hear that.
I'm playing a red black kind of aggro-y, lots of removal kind of deck, and I think it's been going fine. It's funny that you had the shuffler issues today because I've been having some real bad just shuffler luck in a lot of my games. But it's
Uh,
been fun. I like the sets we got. I think we got some fun sets to play.
yeah, these were pretty fun sets, but I think what was the other one? Like the bro and like
Yeah,
what was the other one again? It's like another artifact set, and I was
bro,
like,
and is
oh,
it
that
it's
looks
it's the
fun.
energy set, Kaladesh, bro and Kaladesh.
Yeah, that one looked like a lot of fun, and I also really love Ikoria, so I was like, oh, Ikoria is another pod, eh? Damn. But I like this pod. I like the sets. I mean, I'm basically just playing my like war cards and then a couple of one cards, and yeah, it's been fun. Like I haven't really checked out any other like matches or pools or whatever in our group yet, but I've challenged just a couple people to matches this week, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna crush me," blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Don't say that. You're jinxing me."
Tell me that you gotta trash talk me and tell me I'm gonna lose real bad.
Yeah, I literally said I hope I get a terrible pool to unjinx myself, and look where we are. I had a
Yeah,
pretty
then
good
your
pool. So
pool is like all Grixis rares or something.
yeah,
Like it was although I will say pretty much everyone's pool in our pod looked pretty good. Like there wasn't really a bad, like not a ton of like good rares that would be unhappy to play. Our pod is just stacked with players and stacked with bombs.
nice. I like it. I like it. Like it's better than I don't know. What was there's a pool I think Daniel G has like
Yeah.
running it out with it or whatever.
Daniel G's got a crazy pool, and Philip Plipster has like four rare lands in a
Yeah,
really bad pool,
I
unfortunately.
saw that. It's like poor guy.
Yeah. So wins rookie of the league, like has been doing super great, like top aided, the last two or three like leagues, wins rookie of the league to make the player of the year, and then just gets like a terrible, terrible pool. Sorry,
Well, you
man.
only need like what 2 or 3 wins to squeak
That's
by.
true. Although he's 0-4 right now, so
Shit, okay, I haven't been looking at the stats. I'm sorry. Uh,
well, player of the year has been super fun and awesome. I hope you're watching the games because the game's been really fun to watch. Every pod kind of has its own like it's just different cards and different play styles, and everything's different. Everybody you watch, it's been really cool.
yeah.
But we got a wheel to spin, Cody, that's full of questions, and I don't know what we're going to get to and what's going to come up. There's some weird stuff on there and some regular stuff on there, and I'm giving
I-
myself a whole lot of editing by putting this thing in here.
all right, sounds good.
All right, our first question is: what is your favorite card? Favorite Magic the Gathering card?
Hmm. So I didn't think of any of these questions before I actually came on here,
Why would you?
just which is not a good idea. I probably should have thought about some of these and just kind of was like, oh, I'll wing this. I really like I really like stuff like Blood Artist, like gives damage through creatures dying and you gain
Sure.
life and stuff like that. And like I don't
Aristocratic
know.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm a big Aristocrats fan when I build decks and stuff like that. I like when creatures dying benefit me and then going from there.
I remember in our last league you had the bat token deck going on.
That was such a trap. I felt so dumb. I was like, "Oh, I'm Batman. I got 5 bats," and it felt so cool. And then like I tried, I tried that out for the first week, and I went like 0-4, and I'm like, "Okay, this is not That's just not what I think it should be. So,
Didn't you have the saga too that made like 20 treasures or something? And like,
yeah, no, I had the small, because I had the combo with the there and back again, where I'd make the dragon and then I'd kill it myself, and then I'd have a bat on the field, and that's like 20 damage or whatever right there. It happened one time against Lottie, so
see,
I was happy.
that's pretty awesome though. I never got it to happen in draft, so it's cool you got to do it.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, but aristocrats, on to the next one. This guy likes his Drainia effects.
yeah,
All
definitely.
right. This one's from Ryan D, the slickness. Toilet paper roll over or under? How do you keep your TP?
Oh, good question. I think I go. I think mostly it's over, and the reason for that is sometimes it's like two of our like three bathrooms at our house and cottage have the toilet paper roll too far away from the toilet for some reason. It's like a big reach to get to.
Yeah.
So it's if it's on the outside or whatever, then it's easier to grab it because you have to go less distance.
Mm.
It's an inch or two less distance. Yeah.
So you're doing that to make it easier on yourself, you know?
It's just practical at that point. It's not a preference of of anything else.
Yeah.
What is your preference?
See, here's a funny story for you. Maybe not funny. I don't know. My current my girlfriend, I've been dating her, 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that.
Mhm.
One of the first times she came over to my house, at some point, she came up to me and she was like, we have so much in common, and everything is perfect, except I need to teach you how to put your toilet paper roll the right way. And I will say I don't have a preference at all. I don't care. I just put the toilet paper roll in, and however it goes, it goes. Like I do not care one way or the other.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, okay, sure, fine. But no, I don't care. I mean, over's nice, unders it all works. My dispenser is very close. So
Yeah, that you're lucky. Yeah, I have to think about it. I don't know why our dispensers are so far, but it's like not worth the effort to, put them back or whatever. So whatever.
yeah, maybe you should like extend them out, give them a little extender.
I should get one of those claws and then, grab the toilet paper with that claw. And then you can just
Yes,
sit there, just put it beside the toilet. That's not a bad idea.
there we
Or even
go.
just a long stick. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you can find long sticks just laying around, man. Those things they're there.
Put some glue at the end of it. Easy.
This question is from me. This is a fun one I thought of. If you had a Disker style group or a Mount Rushmore, you and four other people, who would be in it?
Ooh. Well, like from the server, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I assume you're taking, but you can take anybody. But yeah, I assume your little home of your super secret server is where you're accumulating your little, Diskers from.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I play any sports with other people that much in the Discord, but like I know the only other people I know like in real life is Adam S and Caleb. So I mean, we would make some kind of team. I mean, we were thinking about actually going in together for a face-to-face event where it's like entry is like $80 per person, and you can like win up to like $3,000 for coming in first or something like, or 5,000 or something like that.
Oh my
So
god.
we're considering teaming up for that for Wilds of Eldraine, and I'm waiting for the set to come out to see if I like it first, and like if it looks like fun, then I think we're gonna team up and do it.
Man,
So that'll be my team.
I really hope that's a good set. I like Eldraine so much, and I really like the adventure mechanic. And if like the set's not good or like the draft experience is bad, I'm gonna be so disappointed because I have such a high expectation.
And then I guess like I could put together like a team controversy team with me and Raph over there. And then,
Yeah, I was thinking it's got to be Raph's got to be in there somewhere. You and Raph are always stirring the pot.
that's true. That's true. Um, yeah, we could. Well, we have to find some more people. Some more people have to speak up and complain about things. For
Maybe you get a whole another separate side server just for complaints and ways
yeah.
to be upset about things.
Come on, you can complain. How else is change going to happen unless you guys make your opinions known? Don't worry about it.
This question's from Miranda. Do you plan to give the player of the year your secret server? Do you plan to hand them the keys to that thing?
Oh wow. Um, would they, would they even want it? I don't know. I don't know what they would do with that. I mean, sure, if you want to like run the server, I mean, I don't honestly, I've been pretty lazy in running it. Like I have to like I was gonna like make new um roles for each new set. I haven't done that for like half a year now, and like I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff I'm just like kind of letting go by the wayside. But I have a lot of fun channels. You know, we have like pets and we have like the fantasy football on there, video games, pool threads, yada yada. So I don't know. If people want to join it, it's pretty fun. Just talk about whatever, and like we have places talk about the league policy, individual cards, that kind of stuff. So it's been fun. I like interacting with all the people on there and stuff. And I think like our like most of the past league winners this year have been from the server too. By the way, just saying.
There has been a lot of league winners in there. A lot of
Yep.
good discussion going on. A lot of funny things, memes. It's the have fun place. It's where you go back, you kick back, and you have a good time. And I love it.
Yeah.
I love that server. It's so good.
Yeah. Anything goes. It's fun.
Anything goes. There's even channels where anything goes. That's all I'm going to say about it. Next question. What? Okay. What a good question. Actually, what is your favorite thing about your server? About your side server?
Oh, I guess I really like it because like a lot of people are like getting to know each other a bit more than just like magic, through magic and talking about magic stuff. Just because we have like for instance like a TV show movies thread, like something, people like Diablo 4 and like other video games. Have like just like a general non-magic chat where like in like a thread with us in real life where people are just like posting stuff that they do. Like a few people server people have been married in the past year and stuff like that. So it's been really nice just like getting to know people, honestly. And like and I've known a couple of server people have like met up or whatever. Like I think it was like Mitch, Richard, and Miranda, and like Noah and Dan, like that little group. And like I don't know, I think it's just I like getting to know people more than just like face value, and like I don't know, if you're in my life, I'm like interested about what's going on or whatever. So I like it, it's a nice little community. And like we're like strangers but also friends. We're kind of like friend acquaintances or something like that. So it's kind of also nice just to, like be talking to people that like I don't know in real life, but like are all friendly and kind of on the same wavelength. So it's been great.
It really has been. It's a great place to go, and you want to talk about it. Just a cool TV show you saw, a cool video game you got into, a board game, really anything. Even it's just a great place to go and hang out. And there's still the magic side too. You post your deck and let people critique it, or you talk about a card. Adam's always talking about, and you do this sometimes, where you guys just post either magic art or just regular art that you like a lot. I always think that's really cool to see. Because there is such cool magic art, and you're always showing some kind of weird abstract art sometimes. It's stuff I like looking at.
Yeah, yeah. Dominic Mayer has been a really impressive artist this past year, and Adam and I are both big fans. So we really like just posting his stuff, and we have like talk about spoilers, individual cards. Yeah, it's all sorts of stuff there. It's been a lot of fun.
It really has been, and of course this question was going to come up because I was just looking at it and hoping it wouldn't. Cody, what's the sexiest sex you ever sexed?
Oh my God, told you to take that off. It was a joke.
All right, we'll take it off. So the way I get these questions came up is some of them I asked the league. Cody sent me a bunch, and then I just came up with a bunch. And one of the ones Cody sent me was just sexiest sex you ever sexed. And if you know Cody, I mean that's a real question.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Is it allowed? Am I allowed to talk about the Shrek orgy on here?
You can talk about the Shrek orgy. Yeah, just don't get too explicit, is what I would say. But I'd love to hear about the Shrek orgy.
Well, I don't know if it was it definitely wasn't the sexiest sex I've ever sexed, but there was a lot of stuff happening. There was some performances. There was some there's a lot of water in the venue. It was like a And like hot tubs and pools. It was fun.
A lot of water in the
A
venue.
lot of, I don't know what to say. Now I'm on the spot because
So
I didn't even think of it.
th- th- that's
I was like, I need some filler questions. I'll just ask you, like the
yeah.
other one, like, how many bugs have I killed? Like, I don't fucking.
Yeah, that's on there too. And I know you don't have an answer for that one either.
Not well. I do and I don't. I do and I don't.
My favorite thing about the Shrek orgy, because Cody was posting about this on his server when he got invited. He was very excited about it. And you spent like a month trying to find the perfect costume. And you
Yeah,
would
yeah.
send pictures of like, I found this Shrek costume that's pretty good, but there's also a dragon costume for $300, and there's a donkey costume, but I think there's going to be a lot of donkeys, so I don't really know. And it was
Yeah, there
this.
weren't any donkeys. I was so disappointed. I'm like, oh, I should have gone that donkey head so badly. I would have been so popular.
You were
And there
finding
was
all
like
these
a,
like expensive, realistic Shrek costumes.
I know, I wanted to go all out for it. I ended up just putting together like some like the purple dragon to look kind of like that with like some leather and stuff. But I actually ordered something from a costume shop, like some kind of like dragon horns or some shit. And I went there and they closed 2 hours before they were supposed to close. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm literally like, there's no other customers like coming by. I'm like, oh, this is stupid. So I was really disappointed. And I was actually talking to people that night about being like, oh, like I'm really disappointed they closed down. And someone gave me a pair of horns for free. It was very nice. I was like, wow,
Wow.
what a nice
Sometimes things
community.
just happen, right? Like the universe is
Yeah.
going to let you have your Shrek orgy one way or another, Cody.
Yeah. I mean, oh man, there was the one costume was like a fully licensed, like official Disney or whatever costume of like Shrek. And I'm like, it was like $500, but I was like, I'm going to be the most popular person there if I get this. But maybe it wasn't. I don't know how else I'm gonna use it, so it might not have been practical. And it looked pretty sweaty to be honest. So
I think you made the right choice. And of course,
yeah,
this is our next question on the wheel. How many bugs have you killed?
yeah, wow,
I swear. I swear I'm spinning this thing. This is how they're coming up.
yeah. This is how we know it's you're legitimately spinning this thing because you're asking the yeah 420,069. There you go.
Nice. Do you Are there any bugs that you're like afraid of or really don't like? I don't know what kind of different bugs you guys have up there, but is there a
I
bug
mean,
where you're like, no way, man, don't get me near that?
honestly, there's like those June bugs where just like they're like fat and they just like keep hitting themselves on the window. So like late at night, it sounds like someone's like trying to get in and like
Yeah.
knocking on the window and stuff. It's just like this gross fat bug. There's like some of those. What are those bugs that like get into your ear, do like all fucked up stuff, like ear. I don't know what they're called, but
A
those are up
nightmare. It's
here,
a nightmare
and those
bug.
are terrifying. Yeah, those are terrifying. I remember watching an episode of Alone, a TV series where, people are just given like a backpack and like they have to stay in the wilderness for as long as possible. And this one guy got a bug in his ear, and I'm like, oh my God, like that would be like I don't care about all the other stuff or surviving. I'd be done at that point. Like
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
like,
need
oh my
that.
God. And it got like deep in there and he was like digging it out. I'm like,
Oh my
this is the
god. Ah,
worst.
I hate it. I just like
Yeah.
imagine like the sounds it would make. Oh my
It
god.
was, yeah, I mean, it was awful, truly awful.
Oof.
And but I have some of those electric tennis rackets up here, so I'm like just
Oh
fucking
yeah.
murdering mosquitoes left and right. Like it's pretty nice, honestly.
Those seem very cool. I've never got to use
Yeah.
one of them before, but they look fun.
Yeah. So I've killed a lot of mosquitoes, so you're welcome, everybody.
I'm so happy this next question came up. It's time for Steve's Stumper.
Steve Stumpers.
I'm just a puzzle guy.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is your question, Cody. Amanda is enchanted with Nick's Wheel of Sun and Moon, and the Firestorm Phoenix she owns is under Nick's control. She casts Austor Command, choosing the second and fourth modes, destroy all enchantments, and destroy all creatures mana value 4 or greater. Where can the Phoenix end up, and who gets to decide?
Um. Yeah. So I definitely read this question before I came on here and thought about this lots.
You need to read the
So
cards because the cards were also posted with them. So Wheel of Sun and Moon. If a card would be put into an enchanted player's graveyard from anywhere, instead that card is revealed and put onto the bottom of their library. So that's the enchantment.
yeah,
And then the Phoenix, if it would die, instead return it to its owner's
hand and they
hand.
reveal it, right? That's a weird one.
Returns to the hand until that player's next turn. That player can play cards revealed in their hand and can't play it. Weird.
It's a weird one. Yeah. Oh, I haven't even heard of that card before. And then what was the last thing again?
Then it's Austere Command, destroy all enchantments, destroy all creatures, power 4 or greater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So my answer is that it would be under it was what, Andrew and Amanda?
Amanda and Nick. Amanda
Nick.
isn't. It's hers, but the other Nick controls it.
So I think so I think that Nick would get to decide if it goes to the bottom of his library or his hand. That's
I,
my answer.
I am sorry to say that you have been stumped, Mr. Cody.
Yeah, I believe it. What's the answer?
The Phoenix can only go to Amanda's hand. This is from Steve.
Yeah.
Austere Command destroys enchantments first, then creatures. So the
Oh.
Wheel of Sun and Moon is gone and can't affect where it goes.
Ooh, okay, nice.
Good one, Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
one. I've
I
never seen
wasn't
it.
sure when I first saw that. I actually wasn't sure if everything was destroyed at the same time or if it wasn't in order. I was like, I think that matters, but I didn't actually look it up for anything.
It did matter, and I didn't know that they happen in an order. Cards in Magic are
Yeah.
weird. It says choose two. I would assume they happen at the same time.
Yeah, interesting.
And these are just some weird cards. I don't even know, like, I've never seen any of these cards besides the Store Command before. So I don't know what's going on, Steve.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Cody. The wheel is spinning. We've gone through a lot of them.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, this question was from Evan. How many patrons at your bar have you converted to end Magic the Gathering players? Does that ever come up?
Oh, gosh. I mean, it comes up a couple times. I feel like maybe like a few people may have started playing, but like not that I specifically know of. Like they're not playing with me. And I did get a couple people to play Smash Bros with me from the bar. So that was something, but it's kind of hard to get people into Magic just from like, one off encounter or whatever, it's a pretty complicated game.
And for those who don't know, Cody, like, his family like runs and operates a bar. So he's always having some crazy things go on there and getting lots of fun stories out of things that happen in his establishment.
Yeah, it's a good time. A lot of every time we have a party, something interesting happens. So good stuff.
Cody, let's talk a little bit about the packages we send each other.
Okay.
Because that came up. So yeah, whenever me and Cody, we kind of do stipulations, but our main stipulation is the loser has to send the other one kind of a little care package. And we've been doing it for a few leagues now, like maybe 5 or 6 or something. And it started with me sending Cody some stickers and then some more scandalous hentai-esque stickers. And just some fun little things in there, some fun little surprises. And Cody, you've sent me some fun things too, right?
Yeah. We so at our like event space or whatever, we actually have some once a month we have like an artist showcase kind of thing where local artists and musicians come and kind of like, display their stuff, bands play, that kind of stuff. And the artists always come with stickers and they always have like stickers that they're selling. So it's like kind of the perfect thing to send over to you, John. And it's, I've there's been a couple of pretty wild and lewd stickers I've sent to you that I'm like, as soon as I see them, I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? And I'm like, I'm gonna send these to John, definitely. And then he can decide and he can figure out what to do with them.
Thanks. Yeah, I have some stickers so lewd that oh boy, they're basically porn. And
Yeah.
you can't put them on anything. They're hilarious, but you can't put them on anything because I don't know. I don't want people thinking that's my vibe. You know. Uh,
Yeah, it's true. So I don't know. To think of something.
they are hilarious, and I've got a nice pile here. I've been gathering up of cool stickers and some small magic things. I think we sent each other like a little pack here and there, or you sent me a foil island that I've got in front of me right now. Um,
Yeah.
oh,
I
this is
figured
like a
that was
promo
actually
island too,
useful. Yeah.
or a
Is it?
promo
Wait,
mountain.
isn't it a mountain?
Yeah, it's a mountain. It's a promo. Oh, 5 out of 6 from Magic. This is a Magic Fest mountain.
Yeah. I don't play Paper Magic anymore, so I figured I'd send you something useful, like lands and stuff.
Like a foil mountain. Thank you very much, Cody. I
Of
appreciate it.
course, of course. Yeah, and yeah, and then I'm going to some of those stickers are from Burning Man, and I'm going there again at the end of this year, so or at this month. So I'm gonna have quite a sticker collection. So you're gonna have to. Oh no, I have to send you stuff because that was a bet match that I
Yeah,
just
you
lost.
have to send me some stuff. Although I'll give you a spoiler, Cody. I'm gonna send you something too because I've got too much stuff piled up and I need to start sending you some stuff.
Okay, I'll have to send you stuff after Burning Man, so I got a nice
Yeah, take
collection.
your
And
time. There's no rush on this one at all. In fact,
okay,
that's a great segue because our next question is, what is it you love so much about Burning Man? You're a big Burning Man guy. You went last year, Player of the Year, as a huge controversy because you were at Burning Man for like half of it. And you came back and played all your games real quick. Burning Man's coming up again. You love it. I'd love to hear about it.
yeah, I mean, my dad took me when I was about 13 years ago, and I had no idea about anything to do with Burning Man. Like we did a road trip from Vancouver. We drove all the way down to Reno, rented an RV and just drove in. And I mean, it was my first festival experience. I went with my dad, and it was just kind of like, and I've never really experienced anything like it since. And I've just been going with my dad, and it was like, easier to go the first couple of years with him, and then I started going on my own and with some friends, and it's just kind of always been in my life. And it's a lot of people see it as like, just like a festival with like, everyone's doing drugs or whatever and like raving and stuff like that. And I really wouldn't call it a festival. It's more like a community and like a city that kind of grows up like in the desert for a week or two, or a week and a couple days or whatever. And then it's taken down, and people bring all the garbage out with them and leave no trace. And the best part about it is that people come to, and like they spend a lot of money and time and effort like throughout the whole year and like fundraising for their camp. And they come to just like make things that are incredible that other people will enjoy and think are amazing. And also, ways to express themselves and, you know, that kind of stuff, and like teach and stuff like that. So it's not just music and raving and drugs and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of that too. And I mean, if you want to do that, that's there. But there's art, and, there's camps that provide all sorts of stuff and adventures. And yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's just always been in my life. And like, I don't know. I think everybody should go once, but it's pretty challenging to go if you haven't, been a couple times and like kind of know where to who to camp with and how to get there and all that kind of stuff. It's not super forgiving. I mean, you're in the desert for a week.
It seems like a really cool thing. And you're the pictures you post of all the different art and like weird contraptions and things, like it seems like really cool. And like you said, it's the kind of thing I can't imagine anything else like it. Um, so I'm jealous and I can't wait to hear about your experience coming up here in a few weeks.
Yeah, I can't wait to I'm gonna be taking I have a nice camera this time, so I'm gonna be taking some nice pictures. I'm gonna try to record like a little like day in the life of Burning Man, so like people can kind of see what it's like, besides, the partying and stuff. And I'm really excited. I'm going with the camp I went with the first time with my dad. It's been a few years, and we've got a lot of cool stuff like psychedelic talks. We've got like some like people, doing like yoga classes, and all sorts of stuff. So I'm really excited this year.
I'm excited for you, Cody. I can't wait to hear all about it. And
Thank you.
before
Yeah.
Before we wrap up this interview, I have one more question for you that wasn't on the wheel, and it's a question I've been asking everyone that's coming on during Player of the Year. Who do you think is going to win Player of the Year 2023?
Oh boy, who is gonna win? Let me take a look at these pods again because it's
Take a look at
definitely
the
not me.
pods. Try to not look at current records because that's not fair.
No, I won't look at the records, but yeah, it's definitely not going to be me. I don't even think I can make the final mega draft, so it's unfortunate. Birdie Man is actually probably going to get in the way of this year, but just I don't know, like I mean, Maxime is so consistent, and like Jordan, it's kind of hard not to think they've got a bit of a one up on the competition, and
Yeah.
Justin came second last year. I think he faced me in the finals, right? So he's a pretty strong contender too. But like, everybody has a shot. Like everybody's like, pretty strong. I mean, Danny has, if he played that one side league and he went 15-0 or something ridiculous, like,
Yeah.
so, and, obviously Sawyer is always, was like top of the point table or whatever, or second. And,
It's tough.
Miranda had to win like fucking like a bunch of like smaller things to get here. So, like, yeah, a lot of people on there like deserve to be there. So, it's definitely interesting. I love watching it and seeing who's gonna make it.
Hey, I can't wait to see who makes it. And I can't wait to watch you play out the rest of your games because you got 4 more games to play. And I hope I get to watch some of them because your deck looks really fun. And our pod has just been really, really cool to watch too. So I wish you luck in the rest of your Player of the Year tournament, even though you may not make the mega draft, even if you do, and you might. So, hey, we'll see what happens. But Cody, thank you so much for coming on the show, and good luck with the rest of your games this week, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Love being on the show and love listening to it, every week or so. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing out this tournament and seeing how everything settles.
And I'm sure you'll do great because Cody Race is the best player on the server.
Ooh, all right. I think we've done that for a full year now, so I think it's time to put that to rest.
We can retire the Cody Race drop.
Yeah, I appreciate it though. That was my biggest win in our challenge.
I love Cody. Cody is so awesome, so cool, so bizarre, and so just out there with his life. He's a friendly person, and he's got a great attitude all the time. I don't know that I've ever seen Cody salty or like really upset. And he's curated this server. If you listen to the podcast and you're not on Cody's server, please come over and say hi. There's a lot of cool, fun stuff going on. We got a fantasy football league. We got pictures of cats. We got all kinds of weird, awesome stuff going on over there. So if you just want to make some friends and hang out, come on over and say hi. And we need to say bye to a few people who did not make it through the first round. I'm sorry that your Player of the Year contention ends here. You did not prize out, but you're still top 24 Player of the Year. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and read those names now.
Ted, it's the Grim Reaper, dude. How's it hanging, Death?
You will come with me.
We can't. We gotta get back to the babes. Ted, we can't. We're dead, dude.
Ryan D. The Slickness. Cody Race is the best player on the server. Jake C. Caleb G. Adam S. Maxime. Chris R. Sorry, Chris. And Philip B. Plipster. No longer in contention for Player of the Year, but come back next year, give it another shot, give it your all, win another league, or just do well throughout the next year, and you'll be back. It happens. My second one in a row. Johnny's third in a row. Cody's second in a row. The good players will come back. Jordan will be there forever, like a flame that does not die out. And come join us. Watch us. Watch these games. We got to play 7 matches this next week. Pods of 8. Top 4 in each pod. After cumulative points, we'll move on to the Mega Draft, where hopefully whoever wins the Mega Draft wins. It may not happen that way. Oh boy. Oh boy. We'll get into that if we get there and when we get there. I hope you get to keep a good 7. And I hope that Shuffler's in your favor. And I hope you're playing in Johnny's Chaos Weird Decathlon event that's happening right now, where a new tournament starts every 2 days for like 20 days or something, 10 days. I don't know. There's 10 different tournaments. And then you just play in each one till you lose. You use the same pool for each one. You can play in all of them at the same time. Super interesting, super unique. I'm a little confused by it, but I think that's on me and my brain not being the best. So join up, get in there. It's super fun, it's super cool. You got Miranda's Mega Draft on Wednesdays. Wilds of Eldraine is only a couple of weeks away, and I am beyond excited for it. And I'll see everybody here next week. Bye, everybody.